Okay, well, we have a leader, LDC823A. This is a maximum of 250 megahertz counter, and has two ranges, 80 megahertz and 250. I think it'll actually do quite a bit better than either on either end of that, but we're going to test that out in a few minutes. We can have a reset for new count, frequency, or period measurements. Those are good. We have a 1 megohm impedance or a 50 ohm impedance selection. So you can either use this thing on electronics, amplifiers, oscillators, that kind of thing with the 1 megohm impedance, or you can use it to measure RF frequencies from RF gear using 50 ohm connectors. So anyway, the unit is in clean shape. It's not perfect, but shows some sign of use and wear. A few little minor scratches, but generally it's very, very nice. The most important part of it, the front face, as you can see, is in good shape. Just trying to get you a little bit of shine on that so you can kind of get an idea what I'm talking about. Cal check. So we've got the unit connected up to a rubidium standard. The rubidium is in lock, so we should be getting accurate signals close to 1,000th of a hertz at 10 megahertz. Well, as you can see, right now we are reading 10 megahertz to within a half a hertz. We were just a moment ago 3/10. That's 4/10 away from 10 megahertz. So we're bobbling a little bit, but in the tenths area. There's half a hertz again, 0.4 to 0.5 hertz so far. Very accurate. So it's been calibrated. There's a 1 second time gate. So let's take this thing through its paces and see what it can do, huh? Alright, we're on the 250 megahertz range, and currently we're putting in 100 megahertz. This is from my PTI 500 synthesizer. The 500's being fed by the rubidium as a master oscillator, and right now we're kicking out a 100 megahertz signal, so 10 times what the rubidium puts out, but locked into the rubidium frequencies. So here's 100. We're going to go 200, 300, 400. Okay, let's try 410, 20, 30, 40, 450, 460, 470, 480. Alright, looks like 470. So we're reading 470 megahertz on a counter that is rated at 250. So that's darn decent to know, isn't it? And it's reading it very accurately. Alright, let us go back in the other direction. There we are. That's 90 megahertz, red on the 80 megahertz range. That's 98 megahertz. 98 megahertz on the 80 megahertz range, and it's reading it accurately. Alright, 7, 6, 5. Let's go ahead and take ourselves to 0, and then we'll go a decade at a time. Here's 90, here's 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Alright, we're at 9 megahertz. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. 900 kilohertz. 800. 700. 600. 500. 400. And we're pretty much, this is the bottom limit of this PTS. So we're going to have to switch to the Hewlett-Packard 3320. We'll go from this unit to this unit. 3320 does very well from 10 megahertz down to DC. So there's 400 kilohertz, 300, 200, 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay. There's 9, 8, 7, 6 kilohertz, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here's 900 hertz, 800, 700, 6, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. All right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, I'd say 2 is it. Can go to a 10-second average, and that'll give us an extra decade of resolution, but we have to wait 10 seconds to get it. There's your 2 hertz. Let's disconnect this thing for a moment. I'll give you a quick look around here. This is our right side, rear, There's your calibration hole. It's open because we gave it a calibration. Put a piece of tape over it if you don't want to mess with it. It's the left side. Underside. Feet are still intact. Good looking. There is, on the underside, a spot right about here, and it looks like, I don't know, a melted area or something. Maybe it touched a soldering iron at some point, but it's on the underside and it's behind a foot. Not noticeable. Normally you would never notice it. The handle's in good shape. Cord, face, everything else is really great. So quite happy with the unit. The performance is excellent. It's going to come with a set of test leads, and I'll provide the manual with it, the service and user manual, so you'll be in good shape. So thank you for listening, and we're off. Bye.